Hi, my name is Thomas Cook from Toronto's real estate team at RE/MAX, and welcome to the Toronto Real Estate Market Report for January 2011. The big news for home buyers and sellers right now is the federal government's change to the mortgage amortization limits available to all borrowers. For the past 2 years, we've had 25-year, 30-year, and 35-year amortizations available to every Toronto home buyer. As of March 18th, however, the 35-year option will no longer be available. The effect of this will be to reduce the amount of mortgage you could qualify for by between $22,000 to $37,000 if you have a 5% down payment and are purchasing a house or condo between $300,000 to $500,000. Look on our blog for the February 4th article which explains this in more detail. The government's rationale for this change was to prevent home buyers from getting in over their heads with mortgage debt, and to slow the market down somewhat. The irony is that, at least for the short term, it's had the opposite effect. For the next 4 weeks or so, buyers are in a rush to firm up purchases before that magic March the 18th date and qualify for the longer amortization. This will create a mini boom and inevitably draw some sales forward that would have occurred naturally later in the spring or summer. Now let's look at some of the January sales highlights. Well, there were 4,337 sales of houses and condos across the GTA during the month. This is slightly below the January average over the past decade. Typically, both December and January are the slowest months of the year. Most people don't want to move over the Christmas holiday season or in the cold January weather. Condo sales stayed on track by comprising 34.6% of the market during the month. I'll talk more about downtown Toronto condo results in a few minutes. The Toronto Real Estate Board average sale price remained quite stable at $427,037 and was up 4.4% from January of 2010. The strength of the market has certainly surprised much of the media, who've been consistently commenting negatively on where sales and prices are going. In the two downtown Toronto Real Estate Board districts south of Bloor Street, sales east of Yonge averaged $373,000 and just over $377,000 west of Yonge. In January, we had the second lowest overall listing inventory since 2000, with just 12,152 houses and condos on the market. Only January of 2010 was lower. One of the best indicators of market strength or weakness is the ratio of sales to listings. Between 24 to 28% is a neutral market, below 24% is a buyer's market, and above 28% is a seller's market. In January, that indicator declined from December to 35.7%, still in moderate seller market territory. However, that ratio is expected to rise in February due to a continued low inventory and a robust market because of the government interference factors we mentioned earlier. As you can see from this Toronto Real Estate Board slide showing brand new listings monthly, the number for this January was the lowest in the past 4 years. As we go through the spring market, that number is expected to rise, but not as dramatically as in years past. The Toronto Real Estate Board has divided the downtown market into two major parts, with Yonge Street as the east-west dividing line, Bloor Street to the north, and the lake to the south. CO1 is west of Yonge and stretches over to Dufferin, and CO8 is east of Yonge over to the Don Valley Parkway. For most of the past 10+ years, the predominant district for new construction and sales was CO1. First to develop were condos along Bay Street and Harbourfront. Then came King West, City Place, the Entertainment District, and Liberty Village, and many points in between. Only in the past 2 to 5 years have more developments started to happen east of Yonge, and now there's lots of momentum with River City and Harbourfront east of Yonge slowly starting to take shape over the next 5+ years. January had some predictable results and some unintended consequences. In CO1, condo high-rise listings were up by 95% over a year earlier. Sales were up by 9.3%, and the average sale price was 5% lower. In CO8, listings were up by 24.7%, sales were down by 26.8%, and the average sale price was up by 14.6%. Both markets were in neutral market territory with the sales to listings ratio in the range of 24 to 27%. One of the reasons listings were up so much in CO1 was the influx of new buildings being completed in 2010, which contributed to the lower average sale price. I believe that sales were lower in CO8 because the average sale price had risen by a considerable amount, making the West of Yonge suites more attractive again. As we can see from TREB's affordability indicator chart, the latter half of the year showed an increase in affordability, almost entirely due to ultra-low interest rates. Expect that affordability line to trend upwards again in the first half of this year as interest rates edge up and the effects of the reduced amortization take hold. Going forward from today, what are the three best options for you? Many aspiring house and condo buyers do a lot of searching online, but still have many unanswered questions about the many facets of the home buying process. A great way to get those questions answered is in a casual, informal planning and strategy session. Most of the 60 minutes is spent in Q&A with lots of group participation so you can get the answers you need. Check out planningandstrategysession.com, that's planningandstrategysession.com, and see if you can make it to one of the upcoming get-togethers. For those purchasers who would like a more in-depth home buying learning experience, the absolute best option is to attend one of our bi-weekly home buyer workshops. Over 2,500 Toronto buyers have attended since 1998, and almost every one has given us excellent feedback. Go to homebuyerworkshop.com, that's homebuyerworkshop.com, and register for the time and date that suits your schedule the best. With the vast majority of Toronto homebuyers doing much of their searching online, it's important for a seller to ensure their home shows its absolute best right from the beginning. Take a look at the buyer staging and marketing videos at sellforthebestprice.com. That's sellforthebestprice.com. So where are the current opportunities in Toronto's real estate market? Well, in the short term, over the next 30 days, buyers who want to embrace the lower interest rates and the longer mortgage amortization need to take immediate action. Book a consultation with Sally or one of our professional buyer agent team members and get the home buying process jump-started quickly. If, and it's a big if, the Toronto real estate market does slow down after March 17th, this may present some negotiating opportunities for buyers, especially if the listing inventory levels rise. Because there are a large contingent of first-time buyers available, existing homeowners can get a good price for their current properties and make a smart move to the larger home for their expanding families. So that's it for the January 2011 edition of the Toronto Real Estate Market Report. Our team would be honored to be your real estate consultants and advisors this year. You can check us out at whatyousaidaboutus.com. That's whatyousaidaboutus.com, and then call or email our office to start the process. Have a terrific month.